Why Eminem is the greatest rapper alive. The subject of which hip-hop artist could be the greatest of all time is one that vastly divides opinion among lovers of the genre. While other musical genres have a clear-cut choice of which artist they consider to be the greatest, no one rapper overwhelmingly has that acclaim. Michael Jackson is unanimously acclaimed to be the king of pop, Bob Marley the king of reggae, B.B. King the king of blues. When it comes to hip-hop, listeners are vastly divided over several rappers including the likes of Tupac Shakur, the Notorious B.I.G., Big Pun, Big L, and etc. So even though hip-hop fans can't decide on one rapper, the list of favorites is a very short one. However, considering living rappers only, an even lesser number of rappers have a record of talent, accomplishment, and overall contribution worthy to be considered for the title. Of the few that can be mentioned, such as Jay-Z, Andre 3000, Nas, Rakim, Lauryn Hill, and Ice Cube, one rapper stands out taller above all others: Eminem. Not to minimize the contribution of the others, but Eminem's sheer talent and impact on hip-hop are absolutely unmatchable by any other rapper alive. In 2011, Rolling Stone magazine named him the king of hip-hop. This naturally faced a lot of resistance from fans who favored other artists. In October 2017, the online voting site Ranker.com reaffirmed this by voting Eminem the greatest rapper of all time. While there can be a legitimate reservation over the choice, especially considering the contribution of other artists like Tupac and Biggie, Eminem is definitely the greatest rapper alive. Here are some reasons why. If it's your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it. Number 1. Eminem's impact on growing and diversifying the hip-hop fanbase. Before the explosive success of Eminem, the global base of hip-hop listeners and lovers comprised predominantly of blacks and patches of other minority backgrounds. Only significantly small portions of the Caucasian majority took interest in the genre. Unsurprisingly, hip-hop has black origins and had generally been portrayed and viewed by other races as a socially decadent art form. So outside the black communities, many didn't really pay attention to the genre. Additionally, the few white rappers who made attempts at appealing to the black fanbase were either perceived as untalented or lacking in core hip-hop values. Since white rappers like Vanilla Ice, Mark Wahlberg, and many more clearly lacked the talent to be treated as credible, the potential white fanbase never really felt an attachment to the genre. That all changed when Eminem broke onto the scene. Despite obvious low expectations, his talent, distinctive wordcraft, and personality were unlike anything many rappers, even black rappers, could offer. This earned him immediate respect and credibility from hip-hop gatekeepers and proved that a white rapper could be just as good, if not better, than any other rapper. Seeing that one of theirs was finally getting respect, white fans started taking interest in hip-hop. As Eminem's fanbase grew, so did the general fanbase of hip-hop as well, setting the stage for the resounding success of other rappers like 50 Cent, Kanye West, Macklemore, etc., and elevating hip-hop to the most consumed musical genre in the world.
Eminem's success, besides the fact that he's the dopest lyrical out there, was white people's first time saying, yeah, we're buying that because he's white. And he's a bad motherfucker in hip-hop.
He's one of us.
And we do that all the time. Eminem's was the first time, like, white people who didn't like hip-hop was like, I'm fucking with him because he's a bad motherfucker and he's white.
Number 2. Eminem's impact on the commercial success of hip-hop. Hip-hop today is the biggest, most consumed musical genre globally, surpassing even pop music in commercial potential. This can explain why the early attempts of break-in artists like Fetty Wap, Lil Pump, 6ix9ine, and etc. translates into huge commercial success even with a limited musical repertoire. Unsurprising, the genre easily blends with other genres like pop, R&B, country, dance, Afrobeat, etc., so there is the guaranteed attention of millions of fans globally, even lovers of different genres. However, hip-hop pioneers never enjoyed much commercial success, at least not so easily. Eminem contributed a huge bit in changing that. The history of hip-hop as a commercially viable musical genre can easily be broken down into the periods before Eminem and after Eminem. Before Eminem, hip-hop, through increasingly catching global attention, still lacked the support of a white fanbase. The millions of white fans that originally took interest in hip-hop just because of Eminem ended up loving and supporting the genre. The wider fan base translated into increased sales revenue and access to corporate funding for hip-hop in general. To this day, Eminem is the most commercially successful hip-hop artist with almost 300 million albums and single units sold worldwide. His phenomenal success captured corporate interest to the genre, and hip-hop artists would start getting more management and promotional backing. This, alongside the explosive fan base, opened doors to generations of commercially successful rappers like 50 Cent, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, T.I., Drake, and the Migos.
But Eminem, I've seen him change the game. I've seen it go from you can't sell a arena in Buffalo to the whole arena is sold out. Because you know how many white people's in Buffalo?
A lot.
You know how many white people's in Rochester? You know how many white people's in Long Island? You know how many white people's in Manhattan?
Well, and we of course saw what happened.
And they came out for him and they showed solidarity and respect.
Number 3. Eminem's impact on the proliferation of southern rap and trap music. Before the rise of the new generation, most hip-hop fans perceived the genre with only a narrow background filled by values from the golden era. However, hip-hop, just like every other art form, is susceptible to evolution whenever there's a major change impacting the normal dynamics. Eminem kicked in motion 2 major shifts in hip-hop that encouraged the proliferation of some of the notable subgenres we all enjoy today. He helped widen the hip-hop fan base by bringing in millions of white fans and made hip-hop a more commercially viable craft in the process. As hip-hop had just taken in millions of fans who didn't really appreciate the core values of the genre, rappers needed to blend in other musical genres to maintain the appeal. Even though this adversely affected the more hardcore hip-hop subgenres like gangsta rap, it led to the proliferation of more singy and dancey southern rap and the rise of stars like T.I., Young Jeezy, Ludacris, Gucci Mane, etc. The evolution has since continued with core southern rap mutating into the world trendy trap music that has introduced stars like Fetty Wap, Waka Flocka, Migos, Lil Pump, and dominated attention and music charts globally. It is not often mentioned, but Eminem is at the jump of all of these, and hip-hop today may not be the same if not for him.
My nigga, listen to me. Nobody respects him better than me. You know this.
This nigga
That
put on the
nigga, he's the
acapella and he
greatest.
went back.
He's, to me, in my mind, he's the greatest rapper. Hold on. In my mind, he's the greatest rapper that ever lived.
Yeah.
And that's arguably whatever you want. We can debate on this all day.
That's for sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm saying M is the greatest rapper of all times in my mind.
Number 4. Eminem's A&R impact in hip-hop. Apart from their undeniable talent, there's a simple reason why names like Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, and Dr. Dre will always come up in the discussion of which rapper is the greatest living rapper. They've all helped launch and nurture the careers of other successful artists, Dr. Dre with acts like Eminem, The Game, Snoop Dogg and Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne with Drake and Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z with J. Cole, Kanye West, and Rick Ross. All these artists have contributed so much to hip-hop that it adds to the impact and legacy of their mentors. While Eminem was signed by Dr. Dre, he himself discovered and introduced one of the most talented and successful rappers in the history of hip-hop, 50 Cent. Just like Eminem, 50 Cent has had probably the greatest run in hip-hop, defying all expectations, setting standards, and breaking records none thought possible. His and G-Unit's explosive rise alongside other artists introduced by Eminem like D12, Obi Trice, Stat Quo, and supergroup Slaughterhouse can all be credited to Eminem. Even today, Shady Records remains a notable name in hip-hop, featuring acts like Bad Meets Evil, Yellow Wolf, and Boogie and Westside Gunn.
Was it originally black?
Yes.
Now it's everything.
It's
right?
everything. Yeah.
My kids listen.
Yeah, there's a lot of man, one of the greatest rappers is Eminem, and he's white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like not only the color has changed, but just the thought process behind it.
Number 5. Eminem's embodiment of hip-hop values. Perhaps the most obvious reason why Eminem is or should be considered the greatest living rapper is his talent. As a white player in a black man's game, the name Eminem should not even come up in this topic, especially looking at how white rappers before him had failed to identify with key hip-hop values like lyrical ability, versatility, and consistency. However, when it comes to any of what anybody would consider core values every hip-hop artist should have, very few rappers, if any, compare to Eminem. Name it and he'll bring it. Freestyle, battle rap, beef, lyrical perfection, attitude, conscious rap, political awareness, and many more. This explains why he commands the respect of every rapper in the game. Even rappers who don't like that a white rapper is at the top can agree that he has earned the spot.
Hip-hop is black music, without question. And unfortunately for some people, it's tough to accept that you got a white artist that does it better than black artists. It is what it is. You know, and you could put either one, you could get whoever you feel like is the best black artist and stand them face to face in a room with him, and he will eat that alive. Right now, if you had them prepare themselves in whatever way they would have to prepare themselves to come to battle, and I bet what I have, everything I have, that meatloaf.
Just like everybody, Eminem is not loved by all. There are obviously people in the music industry that do not like the place he occupies in the hearts of hip-hop fans. However, from his sheer talent, body of work, impact on growing and diversifying hip-hop fans to his commercial track record, even haters agree he surpassed all expectations. Even minor cultural achievements like the adoption of the term stan in the English dictionary and pop culture contribute to Eminem being the greatest rapper alive. The question of whether he can truly be considered the greatest of all time is a subject for some other time. Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Do you agree Eminem is the greatest rapper alive? Let us know the reason for your choice. Please subscribe to our channel and check out these other cool videos we know you'd love.